Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today is Friday? So I felt inclined to do a video. I have my glasses hanging on me. So here's the thing. Once again, I didn't film the tutorial because I just didn't feel like it. Pain level was a bit up, so I decided, hey, anywho, the eye look is done with the Jackie Aina palette. Nice colors, yes. I know a lot of you love this palette, but for me, let me come in a little closer. This is what I did with the eyeshadows today, just so you can see them. Yeah. I'm gonna breathe because first of all, let's say kudos to them. The pigmentation is on point, but we know that ABH always usually is. Some kickbacks, a little bit of kick up, not much, not extravagant, but expected, because again, ABH quality. I just think it's too much of a dark palette for me. And when I say dark, I mean too many dark shades. Even the pink here is not a favorite. These two are not favorites, so they're not likes of mine. I have tried to use this one and it turned out to be totally something different on me than I expected. I do like ginger. I think it's my favorite out of the whole palette. I used edges today, so I started the look with edges and then added a little bit of ginger on the top of the crease area there. Then I went in with Soleil, this one, or Soleil, whatever they call that, and that is under the brow. But I struggled. I struggle with a palette, with knowing what to do, where to place my colors. But this one really challenged me today. And the reason why is I wanted to not use another palette, but only use this to accomplish. I just think it lacks cohesiveness when it comes to the shades. I really do. There's this very dark one right here, Credit. I have that in the outer corner. Dollars is this gold. I put it in the inner corner, and I also blended it up here to take away some of that muddiness that I got from edges. Wigglies, this one, I used underneath the eyes, but it is a satiny, shimmery color, so I really didn't want that effect under the eyes, so I had to tone it down using Credit. And I've used trust issues before. I've used the purple on the eye before. I'm not wowed. I'm glad I bought it on sale with points at Ulta, because if I had gone out and bought this when it first came out, I would have returned it. I kid you not, I would have returned it. This lituation is totally not me. I don't like those tones. I think they could have put some lighter, warm shades to help, even things out a bit. The colors are very pigmented. They're all very powerful shades, and that's the reason I'm not big on this palette. I just think that it's not geared toward everybody. If you don't mind, and I can see why women of color, most women of color, especially with darker skin tones, would really love this, because it really has the power, it has the capability to really just transform their looks and just make it wow for them. But for somebody like me, that's not my makeup style. I like to have something lighter, warmer. I like to have a mix of colors, something that you don't feel overwhelmed if you use the palette by itself. That's just me. So I'm thinking maybe my views on this palette is like probably not the most popular opinion you'll come across, because it's just too much. It's just a bit much for me. I would have appreciated more if they had put like a lighter shade than even this one here, like warm but a little bit less boom in your face. Because here's the thing, you can use any one of these shades on the lid. Excuse me. If I were to say like the Viseart Warm Matte palette, you see like this kind of tone, this tone, this tone, they give you the color, they give you that pigmentation, but they're not like hello in my face, you see. So you're able to temper this. It's hard to control it. That was my experience. It was hard to control how much shadow we're gonna go on the eyes, and therefore I end up with a much bolder look than I intended to create today. So I'm not the biggest fan of this unless I use it with something else. Say if I pair it with this, then I'm fine, I'm happy. The days that I've paired it with other palettes, I didn't feel this way about it. But today, using it by itself, it was just a little bit much. I just think it was like too much. So that's how I feel about this palette. It has to be paired with something like this to tone down and complement the textures. And like I said, if you're a woman of color with deeper, darker skin tone, you will absolutely love this. And if you don't mind pulling in another palette to help in the crease area and above the crease, then you will love it. You will like it. It's just that. But for me, I will only use this when paired with something else, because I just find it to be a bit much for me. So anyway, that is it. I set underneath the eyes with my peach powder from the basket. I did use to set the face as well. So I use a combination of the Milani with the peach powder. What else did I want to talk about? No. Oh, yes, my lipstick. It's this one. Limited edition packaging, limited edition color. So you won't find it if you go looking for it from MAC. It's a matte lipstick. It's called So Good For You. And it looks like that. Swatch it on my hand. There it is. So yeah. I know a lot of you, I know a lot of you love this palette, but me, it's just okay. It's okay if I use it with something else, but I prefer palettes that I can actually use alone, like a well-rounded standalone palette. Those are what I tend to gravitate toward. Those are the ones I really like, because I can just grab that one palette if I'm in a hurry, quickly do a look and go about my business. But if I have to sit here and pull 2-3 palettes in order to achieve a desired look, then what's the use? It's pointless to me, basically. All right, nothing else I want to share with you guys. That's it. Yep. So take care. Enough love. Let me know your thoughts. I know a lot of you already like that palette, but I will keep the palette. I'll hold on to it, but I'll only go there for certain colors. That's it. If I were to compare that palette with the Holding Aces palette from this palette, the Holding Aces, this has a bit of everything. See that and that? Yes, I like them when they're buildable like that, and you have options to choose from, and it's an all-rounder. But I would not describe this palette as an all-rounder. I like the packaging, but I'm not using the packaging, am I? I'm using the product inside. So they're just too much for me. They're just too much. And my feelings are this about this palette is not because it is an ABH palette. I feel the same way about some of the Morphe palettes that I have. Also, where is that Jamrock palette? I feel the same way about those palettes because they give you these boom bright colors, but it's not so much of a cohesive color story, so you can just rely on the one palette to do the job. Juvia's Place has a few of those too. I think the Magic palette is also one of them. They're just bright bold colors. Like, what do you do with this? You know, I'm not rainbow bright. I don't want to sit here and have all the colors of the rainbow on my eyes, you know. And yeah, so I'm not being partial or critical. I'm just telling you how I feel about palettes that are of that nature. Well, that's it. Enough love. Be kind to each other. Walk good. Be safe. Be well. And until the next video, take care. Enough love. Bye-bye.